It's an update on the complicated case of Young Thug and the YSL Rico trial. Now, we've been touching on this because it's been a show. A couple weeks ago, I talked about how Young Thug's lawyer, remember, he was held in contempt of court and sentenced to jail time for refusing to reveal a source of an allegation. It derailed the trial again, but Young Thug's lawyer requested that the judge be recused. And he basically, at first, Judge Glanville refused to recuse himself. Then he allowed another judge to decide whether he should exit Young Thug's case. And now he has to. Another judge said, yep, you've got to recuse yourself. So now another judge will be assigned the whole thing.
Turned it upside down. Young Thug. Listen, from the beginning when we talked about the Young Thug case, and there was a lot of obviously things that were very bad in this case. The Rico, it's because it's Rico charges, right?
Yep.
As American as apple pie, those Rico charges.
Yep, but this case has been a circus the entire. So I just wonder what's going to happen now. But I guess let's see when they get the new judge and everything gets reassigned.
What is up, y'all? It's Coffee back with an update, man. That was Hot 97, major hip hop media outlet covering the whole YSL case, right? You heard him, clown show. That's what I've thought pretty much from the get-go, as a lot of people, legal analysts and stuff, felt that the whole Rico statute being used here was a stretch. And I still gotta say, that was a trip to me to find out that there's states, Georgia, one of them obviously who we're talking about right now, and then there's another state, I believe, maybe two others, that can bring Rico cases. Like, I swear, I always thought it was just the feds. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. If you think it should be able to be on a state level, if that makes sense, your thoughts, etc. But a lot of people saw this as a fanny, right? With all the press conferences and ish that she was doing, talking about this case and her being on a crusade. A lot of people felt, man, this is just, the next thing in her career. This is like a stunt that she's doing to push what she's trying to do, like on a political level. As she was getting a lot of FaceTime in those press conferences, talking big ish about, we're gonna put this gang, this criminal enterprise, these rappers away, we're not playing around in Georgia, etc. Because from the get-go, they said this case is gonna be the longest case in the history of Georgia, with all the defendants, the evidence, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people copping out, taking deals, agreeing to testify. It's just been madness, right? It's gonna be the longest case in the history of Georgia. It's gonna be record-setting, etc. And you heard him, clown show, okay? Before this, we have a judge, again, who recused himself, which was some crazy stuff all in its own, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when all the motions were done and everything, they said, we think that this judge would be able to carry on his duties as a judge, and be non-biased. But because of the public, we want the public to not lose faith in the justice system. That's why it's imperative, I'm paraphrasing, right, that we replace him with a new judge. And I gotta say, I don't think the public as a whole, comment how you feel, but I don't think the public as a whole really has that much faith or truly believes in the legal system. Or at this point, the public's believing in a lot of things about this country would run well, like a well-oiled machine, like it's supposed to, like the justice system. But that's what the official ruling was. He'd be able to continue his job, but we're doing this for the public to keep faith in the legal system. Again, comment with your thoughts. Right before that, we've seen people handing people bags of drugs in court. We've seen hostile witnesses. We've seen a public defender come out and actually say that she's going to need to start an OnlyFans and do actual work online to be able to pay her way and make a living. As a PD, they only get paid so much, and the billable hours serving an indigent client who cannot afford an attorney, that her being on this case, like, there's no way she can do it. What is she supposed to do? It's just been nothing but madness tied to this case. And then now, like I said, this is Hot 97, just like a day or so ago, talking about what's going to happen with the case. You know, the judge is recused. I was surprised. I thought maybe they'd be able to, the attorneys that put all these motions together to get the judge recused from the case might be able to get a mistrial or get the case thrown out or something like that. Now, the new judge, right? You see Shakira L. Ingram, as soon as she gets on officially as the case, right? The media is coming out putting up articles that she's the new judge. You see, they had to put an edit on the article. The article was barely even up and she's already recused from the case. And the reason for this is even crazier, man. Like, the clown show continues. Peep it, the media had just got this up. Judge taking over Young Thug trial as former prosecutor with busy caseload. Editors know, so they get this up. No sooner can they get it up. This is the new judge in the YSL case, the case that's taken forever and a day. Now it's been put on hold. This judge is recused. Here's the new judge. Oh, wait, hold on. Editors know. Since the story was posted, Fulton County Judge Shakira Ingram has recused herself from the YSL case, citing the possibility of an appearance of a conflict of interest. Ingram's former courtroom deputy was arrested due to an alleged romantic relationship with one of the case co-defendants. And basically what happened is one of the, you heard the deputy from the courtroom was accused and arrested of smuggling in contraband to someone who was a defendant on this case, sending them love letters and romantic cards. They were in love with someone, you know, who, again, was part of this Rico case, not on the justice side, on the alleged criminal side of things. And it's like, how much crazier can this case get? I mean, this is absolutely bonkers. And like I said, this is right away. No sooner that they're announcing this, they got to throw an edit up on the articles. Here's the new judge. Oh, wait, no, that judge is gone as well. And it's because her deputy was smuggling ish in and in love with one of the alleged gang members, alleged members of this continuing criminal enterprise. Like, I just cannot believe this. You know, like, what does this mean for this case? Like, how much? Because from what I'm understanding, they still had a lot of ways to go with all this. You know what I'm saying? And superior courts coming in, ruling, getting one judge off the case. Like, they weren't able to get a mistrial or get the case thrown out then. What does this mean now? We have not one, but two judges deaded from the case. And the second one is like, as soon as she gets on, what's the odds of that? That, oh, wait, someone that worked for me was basically, if you're saying they were smuggling in drugs or contraband, whatever it was, and romantically in love and writing love letters and all this stuff to someone on the case, if they were supporting this criminal enterprise in that way, like, they should be on a RICO case too, I guess, right? At this point, the lines are so blurred between the justice system and the criminals. It's so crazy when you think about the ruling where they were saying, listen, this other judge, Glanville, he's got to come off the case. We think he'd be able to continue to do what he's got to do, but this is for the public. We got to keep their faith in the legal system. Now this happens, I mean, geez, they might as well just dead this off and throw this case away at this point, man. You know what I mean? I don't know whoever's going to make the call about that, if it is Fannie herself. And like I said, it's almost an afterthought at this point about Fannie. You guys remember how hard she was going, talking all that ish in the media about Young Thug and YSL Records. And then she was beefing with Trump. Then we got the ish that happened with Trump. Like, I don't know. This is just absolutely bonkers. I don't know that I've ever seen anything so crazy in court. Like, clown show is truly the right terminology when referencing all this, if you ask me. But like I said, I don't know, could the case get thrown out? You know, will the prosecution side at some point say, you know what, this is a joke, too much issues happen, we look foolish, the lines are blurred between the criminal side of things and the justice side of things? Or are they going to say, hey, we've already come this far, this case is going to, like, record setting, going in the books, do we got to just keep going? And imagine too, they keep going and they don't get convictions. That's something else I want to know from everyone out there who's been following the case, because off rip, I was following this case pretty closely. It was intriguing, but it's just gone on so long. And I've just been busy and stuff. I kind of lost attention in a sense. I've still been peeping the updates and everything, but it's just ludicrous, ridiculous. Judge 2 off the case. What is the future for the clown show now? Can these attorneys, do they have some kind of room to get together and push hard with the legal motions and going to a superior court like they did with getting Glanville off the case at this point, saying, hey, look, you're bringing another judge and this is the result. And the ties between someone on her staff and the alleged gang members, the alleged criminal enterprise, like this case is, throw this case out or what? Like, can that happen? Will that happen? Will the case continue on? What is everyone's thoughts about the clown show? So thank you for watching. Hit them comments hard. As always, if you're new over here, it's all about talking with y'all, the people in the comments. Look forward to chopping it up with you guys. Subscribe and stay tuned for updates. The clown show. It just cracks me the fuck up, man. This is ludicrous.